Hey guys, welcome to my video. I am your host, the J-Man, and we're just going to get right into it now. This is Sunday afternoon, the day after the fight. I'm talking about the UFC on Fox. We have a new world heavyweight champion, ladies and gentlemen. But that is not the key point of this video. This video will focus more on the controversy that was last night, the UFC's debut on Fox. And I'm telling you, I am really fired up. I am really full of spitfire and vinegar, and this might turn into an epic rant because, wow, I have a lot to say about what happened last night. I am not satisfied. I am not impressed, but rather very disappointed. And I'm going to get into it right now and let you know exactly why. We're going to take a look at pictures off of UFC.com from the event itself, which, well, I had them here ready to go, and apparently they disappeared. Here they are. Okay, Dos Santos coming to the ring. All right, so UFC, big opportunity to debut on nationwide network television, prime time. It almost doesn't get any bigger than this. Okay, so Dana White goes and he puts his two pretty much, best guys, to the casual fan anyway. This has the most significance because heavyweight championship of the world. There you have it. Enough said. The champion versus the number one contender. Clearly the number one contender. But with the shadow of Brock Lesnar versus Alistair Overeem just around the corner, a lot of people could have been offset or confused and think that fight is really the bigger attraction. There could be a lot more interest in that fight and a lot more, how should I say this? A lot more appeal. So having those two fights so close together, I think was a bad idea, and I think that the Brock Lesnar Overeem fight being announced and just around the corner took away some of the significance of this fight. And especially having Brock Lesnar right there wasn't very helpful. Nothing against Brock Lesnar, but, that's just a marketing strategy. Anyways, none of that is really all that important. What I want to focus on is the actual fight itself and what happened. Yeah, I'm kind of outraged by this. Not because of who won, but because of how it happened. First and foremost, I want to get this out of the way. I am not pissed off because my favorite fighter lost. My favorite fighter is GSP. I am not pissed off because the guy I bet on lost. I didn't bet on this fight. And the third point I have is I'm not pissed off because the guy I wanted to win lost. Or the guy that I predicted to win lost. Because, yeah, I did predict Cain Velasquez to win. And a lot of other people I know also picked Cain Velasquez for very good reasons. Some very well-studied fans of the sport had predicted Cain Velasquez to win. Okay? And, in all logic, it could have gone that way easily. But here we have it. Cain Velasquez, Dos Santos. Dos Santos, as you can see here, ends up hitting Cain right there in the back of the head, pretty much in the back of the head, with a big, right hook. Okay, what happens is Cain kind of crumbles down to his knees, almost flat, but is able to roll over on his back in the jiu-jitsu position, looking up at Dos Santos, fully conscious, ready to defend himself, okay? So the fight continues. Dos Santos climbs on top, like you can see here, tries to punch Cain in the face or in the side of the head, but fails and ends up punching Cain's arm about 10 or 12 times. Cain is clearly blocking this and is defending himself, so that shows consciousness right there. I'm not saying that Cain Velasquez wasn't hurt. He was definitely hurt, but it doesn't matter if you're hurt. If you're defending yourself, you're still in the game. Moving on, in the next few seconds that proceeded, Cain doing his best to guard against against Dos Santos, and Dos Santos, I didn't see him get a single shot off of Cain when they were on the ground like that. He didn't hit Cain, like, not even once. I saw when Cain started to turn over on his front side and expose his back, I saw Dos Santos hit Cain maybe one time against the ear. He brushed his ear. It might have slid off the side of his head. It was not a good significant blow. It was not anything majorly damaging. So the referee then proceeded to stop the bout. I have no clue why he did that. Cain looked fully conscious. The only logical explanation I can come up with is that, the referee being right there in front of the action, probably looking Cain in the face, maybe not, but it looked like John McCarthy was very close and was able to see, what's going on with Cain. Perhaps he saw that Cain's eyes were rolled in the back of his head, or his head went limp or something like that, but that clearly was not shown on television. In all honesty, from the angle we were looking at on television, it looked like Cain was fine. The fight could have very easily kept going, especially with Cain's wrestling skills. He could have worked his way out of it. So my big question is, do you think the fight was stopped prematurely? And if so, what are you comparing it to? Obviously, look at the Brock Lesnar versus Shane Carwin fight. Shane Carwin hit Lesnar about 5 or 6 times at least. These are shots that really hit him in the face, and the referee kept it going. Whereas here, Dos Santos didn't hit Cain at all. Maybe one shot at the very end, but it certainly wasn't a significant hit. I just can't understand how the referee, or why the referee, stopped this bout so soon, especially Big John McCarthy. I mean, what the hell, man? Is that really how you do your job? He's supposed to be one of the most respected guys in the industry, one of the most popular for sure, probably the most popular, very experienced. I hate to discredit him or doubt his decision, but wow, that was so horrible. That was just a travesty. So guys, that's my opinion. I'm really looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Do you think it was stopped prematurely, and why or why not? So please let me know, and thank you for watching my video.